Hughes, you did this one. So that little bitch stop tripping, we gon' get the best. And now on my ass, she like living fast. She wanna fall with me cause it's getting cash. I hit that bitch, I did that and I passed. I did not learn shit in that motherfucking class. The stats, I put that bitch like a bag of racks. I'm tryna get all of that cash. Shawty, she wanna move fast. That little bitch stop tripping, we gon' get the best. And now on my ass, she like living fast.
What is going on, guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this one, I have a pretty advanced editing tutorial for you guys to actually make some very insane Fortnite montages. A lot of you guys have been asking me in my comment section and also in my streams how to actually like edit Fortnite montages pretty well and different effects to add, stuff like that. That's why I'm going to be making a pretty good tutorial right here. I recommend you guys watch throughout the entire video, as I'm going to be going pretty in depth into actually how to make it and how to make it very nice as well. So yeah, what we're going to do to get started is we're going to go to File, click on New. No, I don't want to save changes to this, and you basically have all your preset settings right here. I recommend just changing this to 59 as your frame rate, 59.940 as your frame rate. Keep everything else the same, and we'll click OK. Alright, so now what you guys are going to want to do first is you guys are going to want to add your video and audio tracks. So how are you going to do that? Basically, you're going to go on this left side here, right click, you're going to insert video track. You're going to do 3 of these, insert 3 video tracks, and then insert 3 audio tracks. Alright, so now you have your 3 video tracks and 3 audio tracks. So what you guys are going to want to do now is add your song in. Every time you start a new video, the first thing you always want to do is put your song in. So we're going to go into Files, go into Downloads, and then we'll go and put in my song. So I'm going to use Chanel Bag by Killbunk. And I always like to keep the song either 5 or 6 on the 5th or 6th audio track, just because I'm able to see it much better. So we're going to keep it in the 5th audio track right here. And now what we're going to want to do is bring in our cinematic. So I'll basically leave a link in the description below on a file or like a Google Drive you can get cinematics from. So we'll just get a cinematic, boom, we'll add that in. So what we're going to do is make sure to put this on the 2nd video track. And you guys need to get in the habit of always right clicking your clip, go into properties, disable resample, and also disable the maintain aspect ratio. So then you'll never have black bars on any clip you insert. So yeah, you have this now. And now what you guys are going to want to do is you guys need to go into your song and figure out where the first beat drop is. So we're gonna listen to the song.
So that little bitch stop tripping, we gon' get the.
So right here, you can see on the song audio track, the beat drop starts right here. So we're gonna add a marker there to know that's where our first beat drop is gonna be. So we're gonna put a marker by clicking M or pressing M on the keyboard. You pressed M. So now what we're going to want to do is go into your files again, and you're going to want to find a clip. So we'll go through, you know, just drag in a random clip here. We'll just put in this one, okay. So we're going to drag that in. And then so we're going to go through the clip and find right where I shoot the enemy. So we're going to find right where I shoot the enemy. So right there. You can use the arrow keys to kind of move through the frame. So right there is where I kill the enemy. So I want to split the clip right where I kill the enemy. And then we're going to drag it. Wait, hold on, let me drag this over here. We're going to drag this right where the beat drop is. And I'm going to minimize this to fit right in between this and this. Or this clip and this clip right here. So we're going to fit it right in between both. And what I kind of like to do when I do my first clip is trying to drag it over 1 second, so it kind of has like this little fade out effect. See how it kind of like fades in? Alright, so now that we have that, we're gonna watch this over, and you guys are gonna basically see how the clip is gonna be synced with the beat. Alright, so the clip is now synced with the beat of the song. So now what you guys are going to do is add some effects. You know, you gotta make the video look a lot better. You know, so some really good effects that I like to add is the shake and the flicker effect. So what you guys are going to want to do is you guys are going to want to click on or type in shake, and it just takes a second to load. So shake. So you guys are only able to do this if you guys have the Sapphire plugin. I'll leave a link in the description below to actually get the Sapphire plugin. It takes like 5 minutes to get it. It's really easy, guys. So we'll get shake here. We'll add the shake in. So we're gonna drag it on to the second clip, to the second part of the clip, and basically you guys are just gonna want to copy my preset. So just change the amplitude to 0.4, frequency to 1.93, phase 1.01, and keep everything else the same. And we have it now. And now we're also going to add the flicker. So this is also with the Sapphire plugin. You guys are going to need the Sapphire plugin for that. And as I said before, the link in the description is for the video is going to be there. And you guys want to just copy my settings for the preset. Boom. And we're also going to add a blur effect. So you guys are going to switch up Gaussian blur. For Gaussian blur, you guys don't actually need a Sapphire plugin, so you guys are chilling with that. We're going to drag on the soften. Boom. And what you guys are going to want to do is click on this kind of clock button next to the horizontal range. You guys want to click it. It's animate. So down here in the time section, you guys want to change this to 1.5. Click add keyframe and then lower these both down to 0. So now we're gonna play it again. Alright, so that's pretty good. But what I want to do is I want to add a little bit of a kind of fade kind of effect. So it kind of like goes grayscale and then it goes into the shot, just to make it look a lot more cooler. So the effect for that is called sepia. So what we'll do, we'll click on our sepia, we'll drag it over, and basically what you guys want to do, change all these numbers right here to 0. So 0, 0, and 0. Boom. And then well, basically you guys are going to want to click on this clock next to the blending strength rather. Click animate, and you guys are going to basically want to find where you want your kind of grayscale effect to start. So I want to kind of start like right around here. So we'll add a keyframe right here. Make sure that this is 0, okay? And then we're going to add a keyframe right at the end of the clip. Keyframe that, and we're going to change this blending strength to around 0.714. Okay, so as you can see, it goes from 0 to 0.714, and now we'll kind of look back at it. So yeah, that's basically our first clip done. We have the effects in, it looks good. Make sure to, as always guys, I forgot to do this, but disable resample and also disable uncheck maintain aspect ratio. Alright, so now what we're going to do is add our second clip, and I'm going to do a different type of effect for you guys. So we're going to go back to our clips, and we're going to put one in. So we'll just get this one. Boom. And we'll find where the next beat drop is. Alright, so right here. So right here is the next beat drop. So we'll mark that. Boom. And as always, like we did before, we're going to find where I shoot the enemy. Boom. So right there. That's where I shoot him. We're gonna split it right there. So right click and split. And you're gonna drag drag this over. And you're gonna drag the second part of the clip to where the marker is. Boom. We're gonna minimize this just so it can fit right inside here. And I'm just gonna cross it over so it adds a little bit of a fade effect. So just drag this, cross it over to like around the 20 second mark here. And then we'll okay, so this is how it's gonna be without any effects. Alright. So yeah, I'm just gonna minimize this because there's a lot of extra stuff that's not really needed. So one effect I'm gonna be showing you guys that we can use for this is called the pinch/punch. So pinch and punch is basically kind of like a zoom in right before the shot, kind of. I don't really know how to explain it. It'll be really cool though once I show you guys how to do it. So we're gonna drag it onto the first part of the clip, not the second. We're gonna drag pinch and punch to the first part of the clip, and then you guys want to go into the bottom left and click animate. So you guys are gonna find where you guys want it to start. So I want it to start like right here, kinda. So we're gonna keyframe that and set the amount to 0. First of all, set the amount to 0. Make sure to set this first part amount. Set the first amount to 0 as well. Alright, so make sure this keyframe 0 and this one's 0 as well. And we're gonna drag it all the way to the end here, keyframe it, and then drag the amount all the way to -1. Alright, so now what's gonna look like, see how it kind of has like a little zoom in effect, or a zoom out effect kind of? And like we did for the last clip, we're gonna add the shake effect, the shake. As always, make sure to use the same settings I have for your preset. Flicker, boom. Here's my preset. Just copy all the settings, and Gaussian blur, and make sure you guys are going to drag on the soften from Gaussian blur. So soften, boom, and we have to do this ourselves. So you have to basically click the clock again, boom, animate, change this to 15, boom, add keyframe, and then just drag these to 0, boom, boom, boom. Alright, so now that's what your clip's gonna look like. What we're gonna want to do is basically add our next clip, and I'm gonna be showing you guys a different type of effect here. It's really cool, and I think you guys will really like it. So we're gonna, go back into our folder. We're gonna drag in the clip. We're just gonna put it in, double click it, and as I stated previously, go to properties, disable resample, disable maintain aspect ratio. Alright, boom, boom, boom. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find where I shoot the enemy. Boom. So like right there. So we're gonna right click on the clip, split it, boom. And now what we do is we're gonna drag it to where my marker was placed for the next beat drop. And boom, we're gonna bring it over there, just drag it a bit less, so it's around like 20 here. Alright, boom. So this is gonna be the raw clip without any effects. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into our effects again. Search up film damage. So you guys are gonna need the Sapphire plugin for this, and as I've said previously, it's really easy to get it, guys. It's gonna take 5 minutes. Just go down to the description, click on the video after you watch this, and you'll be able to get it really easily, guys. Drag this on, boom, and we're just gonna keep this what it is, right now. It's gonna look like this, right? But that we're gonna add one more effect. So we're gonna go back, click on color corrector secondary, okay guys? And we're gonna do, this is my own preset here, but we're just gonna click on desaturate all but reds, okay? And we're gonna drag that on, boom. For you guys, it's gonna be different based on the skin you guys are wearing, but since I'm wearing the Red Knight, it's gonna be red. So say if yours was, say if you had like a green skin, you would use a green, or you guys can basically just switch around the RGB to basically figure out what color your skin is. So just based on what color your skin is, you guys are just want to change up the settings. So we can go into custom, and from here you guys can change like your saturation and your colors. So we'll go through and so yeah, as you guys can see, it's a very cool effect here, guys. It's like kind of like a grayscale with the background, and yeah, it's really cool, guys. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna add our our regular effects, our flicker, and our flicker, you know, like we've done with other previous clips. Our flicker, our shake. And we'll also add the blur effect as well. Okay, so well, it's gonna change these to 0.0200. Boom. We're gonna click on the animate button, keyframe 1.5, animate, and we're gonna bring these down to 0 and 0. Okay, so now guys, for this next effect, it's gonna be really cool, guys. It's actually gonna be really insane. So basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to find a build fight clip. This mainly works with build fight clips a lot more than in-game clips, and I'll show you guys why. So we'll go through. We'll try to find a build fight clip real quick. All right, so we'll click on this. So as always, we have to right-click the clip, properties, disable maintain aspect ratio, disable resample. Okay. And as we've always done, right-click on where you shoot the enemy. Boom, split. And what we're gonna do is we're trying to find a beat drop. Alright, so right here. Mark that. And we're gonna drag this over here. Boom. And I'm gonna drag this right here. Boom. Drag it over. There we go. Alright, so what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to split this one more time, okay guys? So we're going to split this around kind of where the beginning, so where you want the effect to start. So I want the effect to start like right here. We're going to split it, okay? We're going to split this now, guys. And now just pay attention because this one's not too complicated, but if you don't pay attention, you guys are going to mess up. So click color corrector secondary, and we're going to drag this on, okay? Just drag it on. Drag it onto the second clip you have here. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into custom. And here, let me change this to default actually. Okay, so it's default. It's gonna be default for everyone, okay. So we're gonna change it to custom. We're gonna from parameters, you guys should click on custom. Click select effect range. And basically you're gonna wanna click on somewhere in the blue sky. So I wanna click like right here. Boom. And then to see, you guys could actually click show mask. Show mask. And what we're going to do is drag the luminance from all the way to low to 0. And for high, we drag it all the way up. For same thing with saturation, we're going to drag this to all the way to 0 and drag this all the way up to high. And now what we can do is click on or unclick show mask and press invert mask and drag the saturation all the way down. We're going to drag it all the way down. And so that's your first color corrector secondary. So we're going to add one more, okay? So we're going to take this again. Click on the default one. Drag it on. Boom. And so now we're going to mess around with the parameters. So you guys want to go into rotate hue and click animate. Click animate. And we're going to go all the way to the end of the clip here. All the way to the end. Keyframe it. And we're going to change the rotate hue all the way up to 360. And just watch what it does, guys. It's going to be really sick. So it basically cycles through a lot of different colors in the sky to hit your clip. And boom. So, which is, honestly, it's one of my favorite types of effects to use. It looks really sick. But also what we can do is we can add a bit of sepia as well to this clip. So we're going to go to sepia. We're going to drag it on to the second part of the clip. And you know, as all we've done previously with sepia, we're going to change all these numbers to 0, 0, 0. Boom. And then we're going to click on blinding strength, animate. Scroll down a bit just to find it. And what we're going to do is go to where you want your fade to start. Boom. Right there. And we'll drag it all the way to the end again. Keyframe it. And just drag this up to 0.714. So yeah, it should kind of look like this. Alright, so what we're gonna do to make this look even better though is adding our adding a glow effect. So we're gonna go to glow, and we can use glow or S under glow. It doesn't really matter. We're just gonna use glow, the S underscore glow. And we're basically gonna change the brightness down to here. I have my own preset, but no, I don't. I forgot. I'm using a different Sony Vegas. So we're just gonna change this to 1, and then we're gonna go to animate. So this is gonna be 1, and we're gonna go drag this all the way down here and change this to 0. All right. So we're gonna go here. So yeah, it's gonna do a very big glow effect right there. You guys can also change it depending on what you guys like. So obviously some people won't really like or 2, so we can just bring this down out 1, because 1 I feel like is probably the best. You change this to 1, boom, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So what we're gonna do right now is actually show you guys how to do text. So basically we're gonna have text in the beginning of the cinematic. Alright guys, so now what we're gonna want to do is go into effects and just search up warp waves. So it's gonna be S underscore warp waves. You're gonna bring this in, and I basically have my own preset here. You guys basically just copy these exact settings. Just copy the exact settings here. So yeah, and then we're also gonna add one more effect, which is gonna be the glow effect. So the S underscore glow. We're gonna bring that in again. Boom. We can change the brightness down a bit. What we're gonna do is go into color. We're gonna animate. So we're gonna go into color. So in the first color we're gonna click on this like bar right here and go into red. Boom. And then we're gonna go a bit kind of like further down and keyframe it again. Click on the color, change it to like purple. Boom. So just change it to purple. Keyframe it again. Keyframe, like, you just keep going down bit by bit on the timeline, or like the timeline, and just keep changing the colors. So we're gonna go to like blue, and then we'll go like green. We'll go to like orange, then pink, blue. Okay, so we have all our colors, and now we're gonna look back at this text, and it's gonna go like this. So as you can see, it cycles through a lot of the colors.
You did this one.
And yeah, it's gonna fade in the clip.
So that little bitch start tripping, we gon' get the best. She like living fast, she wanna flow with me.
Alright, so now what we're gonna want to do is add our velocity. So what velocity is, it's basically to speed up or slow down a certain part of the clip. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna go into our first clip here. Right click the second part of the clip and go to insert/remove envelope and press velocity. And we're gonna go on and do the same thing for the second part. Insert/remove envelope, velocity. And what we basically want to do is right click the point right here. There should be like a small little point on the the beginning of the second clip, and set that to 300% forward velocity. And we're gonna click on your arrow keys on your keyboard. You're gonna want to click 3 times to the right. 1, 2, 3. You're gonna double click to add a keyframe, and then set this to 50 forward velocity. And then we're gonna do the same thing for the left side. So 1, 2, 3. Boom. Add a keyframe there to just keep this at 100, and we're gonna just add one more, and we're gonna drag it all the way to the right side. Set this to 300. Boom. So now we're gonna look back, and so what it does, it kind of adds like a slow down effect on the second part of the clip, which makes it look a lot more cooler. So what you guys basically want to do, just do the same thing for each clip you put in. So you're gonna put 2 velocities, so one on the right side, one on the left. Change this to 300. for the second part. 1, 2, 3 keyframes to the right. Double click on the line. Right click and set it to 50% forward velocity. Do the same thing to the left. 1, 2, 3. Wait, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Add keyframe, and we're gonna add one more. Drag it all the way to the right. 300. Boom. So you guys basically just want to do that for all your clips, and just keep repeating the same velocity. And one last thing I want to show you guys is your RSMB, which is basically motion blur, make your montage look so much more cooler and more cleaner. It's very easy, guys. So you guys just want to go into RSMB. Just gonna drag it, or what we can do to make it a lot more easier, you can hold down Control, and then you basically want to click all your clips. So hold Control down while you're clicking all your clips, like all part of the clips, and you're just gonna drag it on. And basically, I have the best preset, in my opinion, is this. So just turn blur AMT to 0.40 and then turn sensitivity to 65.00, and that's like pretty much the best RSMB. So now we're gonna just watch it back through.
You did this one. So that little bitch start tripping, we gon' get the bag. Now on my ass, she like living fast. She wanna fall with me 'cause it's getting cash.
When watching it back with RSMB, it may look a bit more out of sync. It should be in sync once you render it. Alright, so now what I want to show you guys is how to render your video with the best settings. So, you know, you're going to want to go to File, click Render As, and just gonna wait for it to load. So we're going to go to Magix AVC/AAC MP4. Alright, and you're going to find, just, you know, we'll just use this, and then we're going to basically click Customize Template, alright? Customize Template. And for frame size, we're gonna change it to custom, and just copy these. 2160 by 1440, so you guys can render in 1440p. Change profile, keep profile at high. Change the frame rate, however, to 59. Oh shoot. Go back to customize template. My bad, guys. So yeah, we'll change it to 59.940. Field order, we change to non-progressive scan. Change maximum BPS to 50 million, and then change this to 24 million. And change this to NV encoder. Change this to high quality, and then VBR high quality for NV and CRC mode. So just basically copy all these settings, guys. And then we're gonna go into system. So it's all good there. Project, we're gonna change this to best, and use project settings. Keep this the same, and keep this the same as well. So go back to video, and just make sure everything is good here. So yeah, it should all be good. And I basically have my own preset right here, so you guys can basically save it as your own, and just call it whatever you want. So to basically just do that, you guys just go to customize template, and just call it whatever you want. So I want mine as Prav render, and you can just save it, and boom, everything just saves to whatever you want. And then you guys just click render, just choose what folder you want it to go into, and you just click render, and it'll give you like an estimated approximate time. With RSMB, it'll take a bit longer, so just keep that in mind. And yeah, I don't really want it to render, but yeah, that's pretty much it to the video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to hit that sub button, and also like the video down below. And also comment down below if you guys did enjoy, and also you learned a lot about how to add it on Sony Vegas 15 Pro. Yeah, I'll see you on the next one. It's Prav out.